Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of The Stargazer. Finally, I get to see some daylight. Wifey is at home. Well, she's working from home, but now she's taking care of the kids as well. Just for today, because today I had an Ikea delivery. But before that, let's have a quick look in the garden. All right, so this is the first raised garden bed that I put, what's that now, 3 months ago? Tomatoes are doing great. The peppers are doing fantastic. Already harvested a bit. We got some cherry tomatoes. And over here, my pride and joy, look at this loofah. Oh, it's beautiful. It is absolutely massive compared to what I'm used to. We've got another one here, another one here, another one here, another one here. We got several small ones growing. It's not really the season for these right now, but sun is shining. It's about 22, 24 degrees, so they're still growing and looking good. We got a sunflower popping up over here. Another one is about to open here. And these these tomato vines, they just keep growing. We've got Brussels sprouts growing here. More cherry tomatoes. I'm a big fan of cherry tomatoes, in case you didn't notice. We got more Brussels sprouts. Here, I used the old frame for the battery room, so it had 3 sides, so I just put bricks on the other side. And we got Brussels sprouts growing here. We got radishes coming up here. These beans and peas, they really don't like to be transplanted, I think, because as soon as I pop them in the soil, they just stop growing. I think the peas are looking better, but not fantastic. This is the second wave of radishes. Got some dill growing over here. And this is the third one. So we went from a complete garden bed to a semi-completed to a pile of soil. These have unfortunately been heavily attacked. And over here we just got wild stuff growing. The eggplant is still flowering, but it's too cold for the eggplants to grow. But over here I got some chilies growing, basil, purple basil, and more chilies and basil over here. All in all, it's looking fantastic. And I even, I bought 5,000 liters of compost, right? So I thought it looked a bit ugly. So what I did was I planted a bunch of flower seeds here and there. And over here, we have a really raised beds. More Brussels sprouts. We got more spinach. Apparently, wifey popped in some rosemary here. Anyway, car is charging. Ooh, let me show you one more thing over here. So I wasn't completely happy with the solar panel system that I had, because it was just barely enough for the car. The whole issue is the car. Everything is about the car. To run a household with the system that I had was perfectly fine, but to charge the car in a meaningful way, I wasn't able to. What I wanted to do was to always exceed the range after I had charged it here. And I was barely getting the range back that I used coming up here, so I needed an upgrade. So this is what I did. I added 2 more panels, so now the entire roof is covered in solar panels. Over here, before, I had a regular domestic socket, weatherproof, that I was charging with, and I was only getting about 2 to 2.5 kilowatt hours, and that's not nearly enough to charge in a fast and meaningful way unless I want to spend the entire day here, which would be great, but I don't always have the time to do that. So here's the upgrade. This is a really powerful charging box, and it can go up to 32 amps. Now the restrictions on a regular socket is 16 amps, which means you get a maximum of 3.5. My inverter didn't allow 3.5, so my maximum was 2.5, but at that point I was killing it. So I upgraded the inverter as well, so I doubled the power of that, giving it now about 5 kilowatts power outward. No, closer to 6. And I installed one of these. So this supports 32 amps, as you see there. which means that I'm able to get about 5.5 kilowatt hours maximum to charge the car, which means I get a surplus of range after only 2 hours of charging, which is great. Anyway, have a look at this. So the floor is completely finished with grouting and everything. I even went all the way out here, right here to the bathroom as well. And now, dun 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 dun, I got the sofa, I got beds, I get the countertop, I got the kitchen as well. It's time to assemble some Ikea furniture. Let's go.
Today we are building the kitchen. Hello, I'm Mr. Piggy. Daddy's trying to pull it, but it's stuck. I'm making an amazing video. Daddy thinks it's so heavy that he can't lift it. That is horrible.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful day and sunny day. There he is.
Yeah!
But
Dude,
if you like this video, just subscribe.
that was not fun. All right. I wanted to do it with the 1 centimeter margin, but I didn't want to take any risks just in case, because I have a tendency to cut off too much. And if I cut off too much, I've just wasted 4 meters of countertop. But this is what it looks like. Still looks glossy because of the plastic on top. I'll leave it on for now until we're finished. What do you think, Ian?
Great!
Good job, huh?